do have one more question regarding Mrs. Chiong.
Sure.
Have you heard from her since the movie has premiered?
Yeah, absolutely. After we premiered in Manila, and we were getting so much attention from the press, she also started getting more attention from the press. In fact, after our first, we were interviewed on the evening news. Someone from her family called up that same news station and said, "Hey, what about us?" So it was great because for all the coverage that we got, then she also got to come out and speak to the press. And I think what's really sad is that she's still saying the same thing that she said all of those years ago. Our intention in making this film was not just to help get justice for Paco and his co-accused, but also for the Chong sisters, because we know that these men are innocent. They didn't do this crime, and it was just impossible. So there is no justice for her daughters while innocent men are in jail. And it was also sad, on our website we have links to some of the interviews with her that have come out. She's still saying the same things. She's saying, there's basically this whole case rested on one eyewitness who was a co-accused turned state witness. This was a guy who was picked up 10 months after when they had no evidence. We have evidence that he was tortured by the police to confess. So he said, yes, I did this crime with these guys, and then the judge let him go free. Well, there are photographs of Mrs. Chiong giving him gifts, and there are all kinds of stories that come out. And in fact, in an interview that we have with her, she jokes with how he comes and visits her and how she gives him money. So we bring that stuff up in the film, but in her recent interview, she says, "Oh, I don't care for Russia, and I think I only spoke to him twice." And then I was able to find a newspaper article that, where she talked about buying him a motorcycle. So there's always, I'm just sad that there's still so many lies that are clouding this whole case. If people would just finally start look at this fresh and start being honest, I think these 7 young men who have been in jail for 15 years would finally be able to go home.